YouTube. This is SP Tuning, Superior Performance Tuning, and today we're going to be doing coilover installations for this 97 Civic LX. And we just got standard coilovers from eBay. Picked them up for about $56, and comes with the adjustable HK5s we got online. And whatchamacallit, first what you're going to want to do is lift the carpet here in the back, and you'll find these 3 bolts. Most people don't know, at the top you're gonna need an Allen wrench, just a standard Allen wrench. Stick it on the top right there, and then you can loosen it with a 14mm wrench, just by putting it on there and loosening it while holding the top. Then you're gonna get these 2 off, remove the wheel. These 2 off, and then remove the wheel, and we'll show you the next steps from there. Here are eBay. The brand is HK5, and these are actual springs that go on your original assembly for your car. It goes on your original shock assembly. So they're basically lowering springs, but they're adjustable coilovers, and that's what they are. Alright, so like I said before, we're just gonna jack up the car, remove the rims and wheels, and show you what to do with the back right there.
Tendrán que ser los que tienen un solo, que no tienen cambio de luz, que no tienen esto que atrás, ¿no?
Look over this.
¿Tú crees que te devuelvan el dinero?
Alright, now we got the rim off. All we have to do is loosen these bolts right here, right there, and on both sides. Gotta hold them at the same time, and since we already loosened the top ones, it'll be a lot easier. Then we're gonna get the spring compressor, compress this just to have extra safety, and we'll take it off, put this onto the new sleeves, and put it back on. Right now? So this is, we're taking off the other wheel because we already did the other side. So once we take these 2 bolts out, we pull this, so this goes down, and now we can take this out. In this manner. There you go.
I don't want to know.
Previous hole had been stripped, so we're just opening up a new passageway through this.
Esto es parecido al doble default. Contra, pero eso es lo que no me gusta, que me va para.
We have to compress these 2, this on both sides, or you can do one side if you want, to be able to take off this bolt and not have the spring jump up and hit you. So we'll just get Sandy working on that, and let's see how it comes out. Just keep recording. You have to do these for all 4 of them. Yeah, we have to do this for the front and back, so there's no easy way out of it. Might be the most time-killing process.
Why you don't tell me in Spanish? And not everybody can understand.
Porque nadie habla en español.
Ajá, hay gente que habla en español.
Where?
En YouTube.
En YouTube.
Oh, porque eso tú lo vas a poner en YouTube.
Para que la gente sepa lo que tiene que hacer.
Oh, good.
Así como toda la gente así lo hacen, así como tú sabes, porque otra gente lo hace.
Al otro lado.
The struggle.
This right here is something.
Now we gotta, now that this is compressed, we're gonna get the top bolt coming off without the danger of what would have happened before.
Cada vez que le quita la presión de los muelles ya no hace eso. ¿Comprende? Porque lo que tenía aguantado ahí, dar un poco, suelta un poco de presión aquí. Déjame ver, chico, déjame ver, porque el problema es que si tú le quitas la presión de los muelles,
Yo no sé.
él no tiene cómo aguantarla ahí.
Dejar un poquito de presión, no.
Poquito no, hay que darle.
And the springs off. ASC certified, 17 years of experience, right there.
That one is a medium heavy duty truck certified and technician, and that one is for recover the air conditioner R12.
I will do that later.
Oh yeah, good job.
I don't know. And alright, what we're gonna do now. These cans are all kinds of these, but the ones we want to use are the thick ones. These we already put.
Recover and recycle.
We already put one of them. We already put one of the one on the other side, so we're missing two. Now it's the second shock we put in, so now we got these two, and these go in here.
You want to give it a tight fit so the adjusting part is able to like not wobble, you know, it actually stays secure. I'm gonna get the stuff.
¿Música no se oye?
Nope.
¿Tú crees?
Alright, so we want to put this one down about right there, right? And then we want to put the second one a little bit more up. You gotta kind of like do it. Oh,
it's a tight fit, so you really gotta wedge it into there. But once it's in there, you know that it's nice and snug, so you have no chance of like.
JDM.
that explains it all, you know, JDM.
Alright, so now for this part, make sure this is, because this comes upside down, you gotta make sure this rubber piece is facing up with the numbers facing up too.
Let me see how the numbers are so they can see.
You kind of gotta flip it, numbers facing up.
You want to be able to read the numbers without having to go outside.
These came upside down, so you gotta take them all the way out, flip them, and put them back in the right way. They come the opposite way in the packaging.
And we're going to be adjusting it to the 25 mark, so a little reference point to what tire, since it has different measurements on there. Like our tires, we're adjusting it to 25.
See how it's tighter now and everything?
And there's a lot of clearance in there, so that clearance is defeated by these rubbers.
These came in the pack too. This came with the coilovers and everything. The Allen. And we just kind of got to tighten these in here. All three of them.
So there'll be no clearance in there.
Like now, they're really tight. Make sure they're all tight. See, it's not rotating at all. All right. And one important factor that I just forgot, you want to make sure the numbers are facing straight this way. So when you're tuning it, when you're adjusting the suspension, you want these numbers to be right here, so you can actually see them. So now we gotta loosen it a little bit. That's an important factor. See? You want to make sure that's right there, so you actually know what the setting is or whatever.
To what measurement you want it to be tuned.
Alright. And one just fell in.
JDM struggle.
There it is.
I don't know where it fell. So you see, if you go a little too far, oh, there it is. If you go a little too far, it could fall in. So good thing to do is always get it right on the spot. It can be kind of tricky sometimes. So we're just gonna put that one back in. See if we can adjust it back to how it should go.
We got all three of these in the hole. Now it's tight. It doesn't move. It doesn't go. It doesn't rotate. It doesn't do anything. And this spring can either go like this or like that. It's really symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter. It goes in like that.
JDM.
This has to be even like that. See, that's how it goes. Now let's adjust it. The other one I put it on 25 and it looked really good. So let me put this one on 25.
Let me zoom into the number. Andy.
Now we get the. If you have it, you know there's numbers that you can go by. I don't know if you see it because of the flash, but to tighten this, you go like this and just tighten it.
Just kind of press it
together. All right, and once this is on the car, you can also adjust it on the car. You just have to take the wheel off and you do the same thing. You untighten it and then you put it wherever you want, up or down. It's pretty.
It's a good thing about adjustable coilover sleeves.
Now it goes like that. See, 25. I go by the bottom number, the number on under the line. But you can do it however the hell you want.
As long as you know that both of them are the same, that's what matters.
Here on is basically Lego. You basically have to put all the pieces together. You got this little umbrella. This little part comes in and out. It's like a little umbrella looking thing, goes on top. And then this one goes in the bottom.
A little bushing connects it.
They both look exactly the same. In that manner. First you gotta put this this plate that comes with the kit right on.
Just sits right on there.
Right there. And this one takes pictures. This one goes right there, like that. That's how the cookie crumbles. You see? We didn't have no instruction kit for this. We just had to figure it out.
SB tuning, JDM lifestyle.
These ones, they have a little curve on the outside, are the ones that go on here. These washers, all right. And these are leftovers because these are used for these, but you can't fit that in there no more. So this is extra right now. We don't need either one of these.
And you can get an extra like 15 horsepower because of the weight you take off.
Exactly. That's only JDM.
JDM.
Only in a Honda.
Only in a Honda.
If you try doing it on some kind of American car, you're not doing anything. Only in a Honda you get extra horsepower for doing stuff like
exactly.
that. For adding stickers.
Exactly.
Bolt back on.
You're going to want to tighten it with the wrench and the Allen just as you took it off. That's pretty self-explanatory, so we're just going to get our hands on that and then we'll show you how to put it back on the car.
Back in.
Keeping the Allen on the top steady while screwing it in with an 10mm wrench. It hooks onto these bolts right there, and I'll show you guys how to do that.
Never knocked on nobody! That was not me. I never narc. I'm not a narco.
I ain't no narc. I ain't no narc.
You narc.
You narc.
My nigga's a narc, but not me. Alright, so now we're gonna put this JDM thing back in. Numbers facing you. And this is, I'm gonna try to compress it so it fits in there. There you go. That's how it goes. Bottom first, then the top.
And get the bolt from the top. Just wanna get it in first, and we're not gonna tighten it. We just wanna have it at least, so it won't be hanging. So we can have at least some support while we're putting the bolts on the bottom. Okay. Back to the bottom.
Alright, so now we got our screws. We got two of them. Both of them are exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one is which one goes in which hole. Let's put this one first.
This, I'd say, is one of the most tricky parts of reassembling. What you have to do is line up both holes. Well, actually all four holes, which is the tricky part. But once you got it in, you can just push it through, and it's pretty
easier to do it with this aftermarket coilover because it's already smaller, so the
compression is less.
It actually fits in there perfectly. You want to hammer it in, make sure it's all the way in the back where it goes. Just hammer it really lightly. Got it tighten it. Bam. Press it in there so it screws in. Then once you got it screwed in, just keep tightening.
Make sure you got a really snug fit onto it. You don't want it coming off while you're driving.
And for extra security measurement, you want to get a longer ratchet. This one's air. It's air powered, but we don't want to use it because we might break something that has way too much power.
So as long as it has a longer handle, it gives it a little extra torque, you know what I'm saying?
For more security. Get that really tight. You don't want anything to come off. There you go, and that should do the job.
Now let's go over to the top and
when we lower this, when we put the wheel on and we lower the car, we got to make sure we lower it slowly so this will fall into place. We don't want the spring to go like that or anything and like fall in the wrong way. We want it to fall into place, like in there.
Alright, so let's go over to the top
And tightening.
with our ratchet and tighten those two bolts that we need to get off.
It's the same thing for the front and the back. It's these two bolts.
We already got the center one torqued down over on the bench, so we don't have to worry about that one. As for how much torque you want to put into it, there's no real specific amount, so you might just want to get it tight to the hand.
Just however much your hand can tighten. Don't try to do it with the...
Don't do it with any power tools, because that's how you'll mess up the bolts. You'll strip them out.
If you do it with the power tool, make sure it doesn't have too much power. We'll strip it. You just want it on there tight enough. With your hand, it'll be alright. Unless you're really weak.
Unless you're really weak, you know, you can call a strong friend like this guy.
There you go. That should do the trick, and that's it.
And let's go ahead and put the rim and wheel back on and lower it and show you guys the final result.
Wheel back. Okay. Let's put the wheel back and see how they go. Wheel back on. Let's see what the lug nuts are.
Okay, Scarface.
You need people like me. So you can point your fingers and say that's the bad guy. These are tuner lug nuts. So a little trick you put on. You
JDM
this.
lifestyle. Sandy, you think we could put some coilovers on this bike?
We sure can. We just gotta change these.
Yep.
eBay.
We don't have to compress this, you know, it's pretty soft already, so JDM everything.
Make sure everything's where it needs to be. And now, for this part right here, we use this big baby to tighten this up. We need another part, but we're missing something.
Yes, we're using a breaker bar to tighten. Don't judge. JDM.
JDM struggle.
It's one hell of an e-brake.
And it's not even on all the way.
Only half engaged.
Alright.
Let's go ahead and lower the car. And so we got the safety jack off, and we're just gonna lower it slowly to make sure that the coil falls into place. Here, let me put this down.
Alright.